Watch out, watch out. Look out, look out. 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 Guys, you know you better watch out. 'Cause girls, some girls only about that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing. Girls, you know you better watch out. 'Cause guys, some guys only about that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing. August of 1998. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill's released, and the fifth track on there is Doo Wop That Thing, the song I will be going over and discussing, giving my overall thoughts and themes that I get from the song, and I'm going to be going through it verse by verse. I'm going to separate the first and the last verse, the spoken word specifically, which is if you listen to the entirety of the song, that is there. And I'm going to combine the verses of the girls and the guys and give some of my favorite lines from there and tie it into the overall theme of the song. There is some religious themes and phrases in the song. While I'm not religious, I still love the song, and even though I'm just going to be going over the lyrics in the song, I love everything else about it. The harmonies, the melodies, the instruments, Lauryn Hill's voice, it's all fantastic. So the song opens with being on the right path, or the straight path, which is more of a direct translation, I believe, which is illustrated by the Sirat al-Mustaqim, which I'm sure I mispronounced, but I tried. And the right path is definitely one of the ways to phrase the overall theme of the song. So some of the lines that I like from the girls' verse is, "It's been 3 weeks since you've been looking for your friend, the one you let hit and never called you again. Showing off your..." I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. I don't think I can. I feel like I can, actually. I'm not sure, but if there's any lyrics I can't say, you can just search it up yourself. I'd rather be cautious because it takes a lot of time to make these videos, even if it looks like it takes zero amount of time. It takes a lot of time for me to make these, so showing off your A because you're thinking it's a trend. Baby girl, respect is just the minimum. It's just a minimum. So those are some of my favorite lines from the verses about girls. And my overall, I'm not going to go through every line and say every one of my single thoughts, but the themes I got from the girl verse is, some girls allow men to use their bodies, use their minds for quick monetary or physical pleasure, and some keep allowing it because they want to satisfy the guy, or they think that, they need this guy, or I think that's really what it is. Either they want to satisfy this guy, or they think they need him, and that they may be less of a person without this guy. And another theme I got from these verses are some girls saying they're religious but not truly understanding or being in the religion if they're doing if they're doing something that doesn't align with that religion. Well, as I stated in the beginning, I'm not a religious person, so I can't go too much into that, but that is, as I said, a theme of the song. And there's also some girls who pretend to be someone they're not, or do something just because it's a trend, hence the showing off because you think it's a trend. which is very, in this age of 2026, it most certainly, I line it up, right? I line it up. It goes into my previous videos, which, like, almost nobody saw. But it goes into my previous videos about social media, like, which it's not just with girls, but because it's this song, I'm referring specifically to girls, doing something that is not you or you don't want to do just because it's trend. That's what, with my channel and my presence on social media, even though social media is not me either, I'm trying not to do. I'm not trying to stray too far away from my true self or who I think I am, or I'm trying to actively be just because it's trending. Or, yeah, mainly because it's trending to get me more views, because I rather get people who are genuinely interested in my videos or the topics I discuss, or interested in getting to know me in a way. And I say know me, I say in a way, because can you ever really truly know somebody online? But get to know my online self, and I don't want to. I try really hard not to do stuff to do stuff online that I'm not truly interested in or invested in just for the sake of popularity. And even though this has been around for a long time, like, I mean, obviously way before social media, it's been around since the existence of humans, as humans go. It's definitely, I think it is, in 2026, there's a lot of reasons for it that, once again, as usual, can take ages to go over, but it's something that is definitely more to the forefront. Doing trend, or doing something just because it's popular or a trend, or pretending to be somebody you're not just because it's popular or trend. It's definitely more to the forefront. Then there's, and something that goes into this is the another theme in the girls' verse is girls wearing weaves or wearing fake nails, right? Just because it's perceived as what's most attractive, which for me, if girls want to do that, that's fine. I'm not going to, if I see a girl wearing a weave or fake nails, I'm not going to be like to them, oh, you shouldn't do that. Like, I don't want to see you with that. No, because it's not me, right? Like, I'm not going to say any of that. However, there is something that is really fascinating about the manufacturing what is beautiful, what is attractive, and because it gets mixed up in the industry, right? The manufacturing, the products, right? The modeling industry, the entertainment industry, it all gets mixed up, and that it's all intertwined. And that's where in the consumerism, the commercialization, that's what worries me with the weaves and the fake nails, is that it's sometimes it's like manufacturing this attractiveness or this perceived beauty that sometimes not everyone feels, or it doesn't necessarily even have to be that way. Hopefully that makes sense. So overall, like, the themes of the girls' verse is for girls to be content in, to be, how do I say, to just love their natural and I say natural, you can't be 100% natural per se, but just to love and or embrace the way your some of your natural features go, such as your hair. And it's not even just your hair, but also to not sell yourself short for a guy, right? And 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 not to give in to marketed beauty standards in exchange for your physical self, your spirit, and your mind, just like with guys. Those were the overall themes I got from the girls' verses. So, and then it goes into guys, you better watch out, right? You guys should watch out for girls who are made up, right? Who are fake, who are pretty much fake, who are inauthentic, or who are not secure enough with themselves. Because if one is not secure, and for guys too, if you're definitely, it goes for guys most certainly as well. If you're not secure in yourself, I don't believe you can ever truly find security, full security in somebody else. I believe it as cheesy as this may sound, I really believe it really comes from within first and foremost, to be secure within yourself, not find security in somebody else. At least don't find security in somebody else first. If you find security in them, that's fine, but I think to always be seeking security in somebody else first, that's where it becomes an issue. You need to have it within yourself first to find the right people. So then the guy's verse, let me give some of my favorite lines about that. So let's see. So the pretty faced men claiming that they big men, of course, and quick to shoot the... I don't know if I can say this on YouTube either. I'm going to play it safe again, so I'm just going to... Quick to shoot the... You can search it up. Stop acting like boys and be men. And, so those are the verses. So, the overall themes with the verse with the men is men who only use women for material, men who, it's about men who don't care about the others in the room with them. Sorry, I wrote this down, so I'm looking at the notes too. It's, of course, about macho men who compensate for their insecurities by treating women badly, trying to look intimidating, and ignoring responsibilities. Men who are deceitful and physically aggressive and verbally aggressive towards women and don't take care of those around them because they don't want to, right? They don't want that responsibility. And they don't want to acknowledge that the way they're behaving is not the way a man should behave. And it's also about men who want to have, I'm like, oh, well, YouTube, let me say this. Men who want to be as physically close as you can possible to a girl, but don't want the aftermath of that. So I'm sure many of you will understand what I mean by that. So yeah, that is the overall thoughts I got from the men's verse, and so the themes play into that. Those were my notes, but the themes also go into that, which are just men who don't take responsibility, who don't want the responsibility of those close to them, such as their kids, family members, women close to them, and men who are trying to be perceived as more than they are, compensation, right? And so this is obviously an issue, and I'm not saying just for 2026. It's been an issue since, once again, the beginning of human time. So this song is so fascinating to hear. It's such a great song because it's like it really illuminates, some of these devices and the issues amongst both men and women. And like I said, it's for both of them. It's not just one-sided, which is really great. So I'm gonna go into the last, and of course, it's girls. You should watch out, right? Girls should watch out for guys who are exhibiting any of those behaviors. The last verse is spoken word, and the people in the song are talking about love. When you can love somebody, at what age, and what love means. And I feel like now is the time to give my overall thoughts and ideas of the song because it ties into the last verse. So overall, to me, the song is about respecting yourself, not pretending to be somebody else, being secure enough with yourself to know your true worth. From there, the people who are right for you will be in your life because they'll see that you respect yourself, that you are secure with yourself, and you're not going to take anybody who makes you feel less than, who disrespects you, who doesn't understand your true worth. And yeah, that's the song. So if you like this video, it would be much appreciated if you click the like button. And if any of my other videos or this one interest you, please subscribe to me. That would be amazing to one day get more than 3 subscribers. I'm waiting for it. I'm here for it.